Guji.
1, 0, and it was 1. That's that one in it. So during the course, you'll sort of see all of these recommendations. You'll see the form style, you'll see the truth table, so you'll be familiar with all of them. And the final piece of information is the equation for it. So here, the plus symbol is actually meaning or. So in this class, the book card, we're going to be dealing with what's called moving algebra. And moving algebra is just the way I hope I write down all the same information. So you relate to the symbol that says it's OR gate when A is 1, B is 1, D is 1. This way of saying when A or B is true, the output is true. So the OR gate is one of several sort of basic entities you have. The next one is the AND gate. And the AND gate output is high only when A and B are 1. So here you have the same input waveform as before, except for the output. The only state where the output is 1, I should say, is the final entry 0. So the output is 1, only when both inputs are 1. So using Boolean algebra, you have the output Y is A and B, and Y is true only if A and B are both true. So that's another basic case. So the final one of the three very basic cases we'll talk about is the NOT gate. In the NOT gate, the output is simply the inverse of the input. So the input 0, the output goes to 1. When the input is 1, the output goes to 0. So Y is not A, basically. And so here, we show this by just putting a line over it. So if we put a line over something, it means the inverse of the output is the inverse of the input. So let me give you an example, and this is getting a little closer to stuff you'll actually be doing on the assignments of these. If we have this circuit and we want to know what is the output of the circuit based on the input. So this is something maybe I'll give you a few minutes to try to have a think about it. And basically kind of fill in this final table. So based on what I've given you, so for each of these gates, the inputs and outputs, the AND gate, the NOT gate, and the OR gate, what is the final output at Y? Yeah, the index will end up with that. Example is so in general, you can sort of look at it and try to analyze how it works, but you can just go through. This is the recommended way. And that is a simple procedure. So if we have an AND of 0, you put A to 0, B to 0, and you open the AND gate, 0, 0 to the AND gate, 0 goes there. So there's 0 to the simple point of the OR gate, and the NOT gate will take this. You can do 1, 1, 0, you go with 1. And then you can just go through for each other option. So just erase all this. So again, the next one is 0, 1, so you can just write 0, 1. You take over the AND gate, you open 0, you go to the NOT gate, 0, 1, and you're going to put the same thing, 1, 0. So it's 1. If you go from 1 here, this next line, 0, 0. Okay, we're still 0, 0, 1. Let's get the 0 to 1, 1, 0, and again, you open 1. So finally, we have 1 and 1. So 1, 1 there, you put here, for the AND gate, so you go to this line, will be 1. The 1 goes through the NOT gate, comes to 0, 0, 0, and this line goes down, and the output gain is 1. So in this case, the output for all states is 1. So it's a very, very simple example, but you can follow that same procedure for more complicated circuits. So you can also directly write the Boolean function. And so the Boolean function is using B, so using Y equals not A, Y equals A and B, Y equals A or B. And to do this, you may use kind of look through it very slowly. And so for example, we have A and B, so that's the output there. And this output is going to split two ways. So one way is going to be OR, and one way is not, so we're not that. So this point here is A and B inverse. And this point here is just A and B without the inverse. So now we have to use apply an OR to this. So when you write this out, we say A and B inverse, or with A and B, or perhaps random if you want it. And find this out, Y equals. Yeah, so they were about races. We're not going to go into a lot of detail, but you can think of it in the same way. The and will have higher precedence than the OR. But I think on those cards, I'll always show the graphs, so I just make it obvious for now. So yeah, it's just the same thing as showing the final result. One note, though, slightly more complicated case. When we have the AND gate followed by NOT gate, we'll effectively simplify that, and you notice that little circle just collapse down, and we'll just have that circle at the end. And that circle simply means it's inverse. So this means if it's Y and D, Y equals the same as before, inverse. You sometimes will see circles in other spots of the circuit. So for example, you may see a gate looks like this. And all you have to think about is that is equivalent to this NOT gate, that circle there. So all that means is that is equivalent to the same AND gate with a NOT gate added there. Which would mean Y equals A and then D. So D is inverted. So as promised, this is creatively named the NOT AND gate or the AND gate. So Y, as I said, is equal to A and D inverse. So the truth table is just the opposite of the AND gate. So the output is 1, as long as both inputs are not the same. In a similar way, we'll see the NOT OR gate or the NOR gate. So the NOT OR gate is in the same way as before, the output here is inverse from the OR gate. So what you will find is that as long as you put a 0, the output is 1. If your input is 1, the output is 0. That's your work. So the interesting point here is that I've shown a few different gates, and that you can actually make, this is the important first question, is using only one set of gates to make any other operation you want. And you can in fact just use NAND gates or just use NOR gates and do everything with them. So as an example, we'll compare, say we want to make NOR gates, and all we have is an infinite supply of NAND gates. So you can look at the truth table, this is how you do it. So we say with the NOR gate, it's 0, 1, 1, 1. And with the NAND gate, it's 1, 1, 1, 0. So what we notice is that the output here is just the inverse of this. So we can say, okay, with the OR gate will be equal to the NAND gate if we just invert this output. Sorry, not the inputs. Screw it up. So if we invert the inputs, we'll get the correct response. Systems are the key more or less to how we understand numbers, how we use numbers, and we'll do this quite a bit for this course. Where we'll especially run into a few different number systems. So the two ones you probably know about every knows decimal, so that's just what we'll use every day for explaining that, etc. Binary is just using, as I said before, ones and zeros. So it represents the same information, so you can write numbers in different ways. So using decimal, for example, we would write number 3, and this is equivalent in binary, for example, to 1, 1. And why this comes about is that the decimal number system, decimal means there's say 10 values for each unit. So if you write the number 197, for example, each of these places represents something. So this represents 7, and you can only go up 9 and then you're out. There's no value for what 10 is. In decimal, there's only 2 options. In binary, sorry, there's only 2 options. There's 1 or 0. So when we have 3, we can't write it on the 3 because it doesn't exist in the binary world. They've never heard of it. So you have to get rid of it because you're just using 0 and 1. So I'll just sort of jump right into a example version because I think it's somewhat the easiest way to see how this works. So in decimal, each of these has a certain value. So this, for example, we could say that 7 represents 7. This 9, though, doesn't just represent 9. This 9 really represents 90, because if you had 97, you'd say 97. Likewise, the 1 doesn't just represent 1. It really represents 100, because you have 197. If you have another value further over, you have in the thousands, for example. So if you want another way to think of it, you could say, well, we could drive placeholders, and you could say, if you have a decimal number, this is equal to that number. This spot here is really equal to 10 times whatever you've written. This spot is equal to 100 times, and this spot is equal to 1,000 times. So if you were given a decimal number, you want to break it down. We have 2,971. So 2 times 1,000 is 2,000. Again, 900. This is 70. And this is 1. So this is exactly how we're going to break it down in the binary system. But instead of being times 1 times 10 times 100 times 1,000, because this is decimal. And where these actually come from is times 1 is 10 to the power 0. Times 10 is 10 to the power 1. This is 10 to the power 2. And this is 10 to the power 3. So what you can kind of get from this or infer is that this 10 is the base. So there's the base 10 system decimal. And the 0 is sort of the location of that number. So when we go with binary, what we'll have instead of times 10 is this one will be, for example, where 2 to the power 0 equals 1. This one will be where 2 to the power 1 equals 2, and so forth. 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. So it's the exact same sort of system, though. We'll just say 1 times 1 is equal to 1, 1 times 2 is equal to 2. So just use the example, I have this number, I know it's a binary number, and I want to convert it to decimal. I can say each one of those digits has this value. So each one of these digits has a certain value here. So for the first digit, we'll just say, okay, 1 times 1 equals 1. So 1 times 1 equals what we put there. For the second digit, we have a 1 in this value, so we'll say 1 times 2. So each of the digits into the associated box has a certain value. We can then say, okay, 1 times 1 equals 1. 2 times 1 equals 2. 4 times 0 equals 0. 8 times 1 is equal to 8. 16 times 0 is equal to 0. So very advanced multiplication just here. So really you just look at it and say, right, this is 1.8. The decimal number. And so we didn't know all this. So when we had decimal, let's go back. 6,000 is 2,971. It's just equal to all of these added together. In exactly the same way, each of this is going through each possible position. So eventually what we'll run into is that when you do this subtraction, it won't, it'll give you some number below zero, which will be get a zero in that position. So if you go back, that's not before. So this is 24, so there's one enough. So now we have 20, sorry. So there's one enough. So now we have 24, so we have to say how do we get 24 binary. So this condition is where the value of it is 32. So 24, if we were to subtract 24 minus 32, it would give us a negative. So we can't have that, so it's 0 in this position. So then you go to the next position and say 24 minus 16. And I will give you something that's greater than 0, 0 is greater than 1. In this position, it's not true. So when you go through that sort of procedure, you don't know the final value of binary. So basically, how you check this is you can do the reverse. So if you want to check, you can say plus 16, plus 64, plus 128, and that will be your 216. The reverse calculation, once you put it 2 times, it's a little difficult number, not that difficult really. So maybe we'll go through a few examples. So just take for something, we just do a few examples of these. So the following conversions, you can convert binary, so let me just talk to you somewhere better. So 0 and 256, but smaller than 512. So 512 on 0 25 is smaller than 32 because I'm using 32, so like putting the 0 there. And 16 is the next number that will fit inside 25. So we only do 16 for 1 there. Subtract it 9. And you keep going down the procedure, so now we're 9. So 9 is bigger than 8, or, yeah, bigger than 8, so we'll use 8, so we'll put 1 there. We'll put 1 there. 1 is smaller than 4. It's not use 4 to make 1. Like minus 2 to make 1, so 0 there. 0 goes in the next slot too. And finally we have 1 minus 1 is 0, and we're done. So now we ended up with a 1 again. So you can follow that exact same procedure, no matter what number you're making. So I'll do one more example where it comes up. So say we're making exactly 392. So this is what you have to convert from decimal to binary. Again, you just follow the exact same procedure. So all the way there. So now here's 1, but this is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and we have to double it now. So it's 128, and this one's 256. So this 256 is bigger than 192. So we'll put a 0 in this position as well, right? So 192 minus 148. We'll put 1 there, we're subtracting 148 from it. So this results in 64. This is the same, so it's still 0 greater. So we'll put 1 there, and we'll go 64. Subtract 64, we get 0. So what this means is that you still need to put 0 in the rest of the place. You need to keep 0 there, make sure you get the correct place value. But we're likely not to everything else to 0. Because we're not going to be using those numbers anymore. And so the final value, you can write, you can drop 0 here, so you can just write 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And that's a binary. So that's if you convert to the other one. So, there's a joke that people often use, there's 1 0 kind of people in the world that understand binary but don't. So what this shows is there's multiple ways of interpreting a number. Obviously, if it's in binary, it's 2. But that one, 10. And if it's a number written down, you don't know. Is it 10, is it 2? What the heck is this? Is it binary? Binary is equivalent to 0, is it decimal? 10 is something else. So we, or engineers come on to that because you don't want jokes in there, code or anything like that. So we use lowercase 2, which you probably saw, to indicate the base for a lowercase number. So, or sometimes you might see a lowercase b for binary. So what I'm saying here is 1, 0, 2 means that is the binary number 1, 0, which is equivalent to 2 in base 10 or 2 decimal. Likewise, 10, 10 is saying base 10 or decimal, so 10 decimal will be equivalent to 1, 0, 1, 0, base 2 binary. So when you do conversion, what you'll often see, especially in science, is you'll see, for example, something like that. So it's going to put 2 in the bottom to show this is now a binary. Like I said before, you can check conversions with calculator or calculator if you want. So one other type of number system I'm going to introduce today, which is really nice, are what we call hexadecimal and octal. So hexadecimal, hexadecimal just has 16 possible digits for each location. So before I said, for example, with decimal, you go from 0 to 9, and that's it. You have 19, but that's all you get. So in hexadecimal, we can actually go even higher. There's 16 possibilities for each unit. So what we use is we use 0 to 9, and then ABCDEF. And for example, F is equivalent to decimal 15. So a valid hexadecimal, now you have not 1 F, which you can think of it almost as representing 1 year and 15 year, except that the 1 year is not 1 5. So what this also means is that in hexadecimal, this place, for example, 19 in decimal is not the same thing as 19 in hex, because in hex, this place here isn't equal to 10, here is equal to 10. Here this is actually equal to 16, so this will be equivalent to 16 plus 9 this number, where this number is obviously 19 in decimal. So that's the with hex, and don't make that mistake. If you do programming or something like that, what you'll see hex being represented as is you'll often see it in this way, like 0 times, well now that's hex, 16, 0 times 2a or whatever, something number. And why we use hex is not just to be confusing. There's a real point to it actually, it's sort of an easy part to it. And that's that, for example, if you're writing a long binary number, you want to give someone some, I don't know, like a binary, you want to, and it's long to break down, you're going to make mistakes doing that. And there's only 24 bits. When you start thinking about computers, there's 64-bit addresses now, so you're going to be telling you an address of 64 bits wrong. That's a lot of stuff to break down. You can convert to decimal. The bottom there shows the decimal equivalent of that, but if there's no real way to do that, conversion processor, you can program to convert it, and it's super hard to do that. So what we use is hex, and in hex, each digit of hex corresponds directly to the binary bits. So I have that exact same 24-bit sequence as I've written before. And I'm always going to be freezing on me. But the point is that for each of the 4 bits, it's equivalent to a single hexadecimal digit. So each of those 4 bits is equivalent to 1 digit. So we can convert back and forth really quickly. And there is a table. Let me show that one here. There is a table that shows you what that conversion is. And if you give me a second, I'll show it to you. And you can just use that table to directly convert back and forth. So this is the table I was talking about. And this shows you in binary, in hex, and in another system we talked about octal. So what we have is, for example, binary 1011, which is decimal 11, is equivalent to B in hexadecimal. So for example, 1011, we just write a D, which is representing 4 bits. And 2 is representing 4 bits here. F is representing 111. 101 is D. 0, and then you write 1, 0, 1, 0. So now we don't have this more convoluted conversion process. Octal is the exact same thing, except instead of doing it into 4-bit blocks, Octal is doing it into 3-bit blocks. So Octal just means you only have 8 possibilities, 0 through 7 for each number division. So it's a little bit longer than Hex, but still a lot easier to write down. I'll be honest with you, in this class, we'll use Octal on the first assignment and then never again. So Hex is quite useful when we go use that through the course. And the final number system we'll be talking about is binary coded decimal, or BCD. So what binary coded decimal is, it's just where we kind of cheat at it, if you're lazy, that you don't even do the conversion at all. So what we do is if you have 4 bits, and everything will be broken down into 4 bits, but we just directly convert the number. So let's say I have 272 in decimal. I want to convert it to BCD. The BCD binary coded decimal, I just use this 2, and for there, I use this 7, for there, I use this 2, and for there. And literally all you do is convert each one of these decimals. So 2 in binary, and use 4 bits for it, because you could have to go up to 10. 7 is 0, 1, 1, 1. 2 is 0, 0, 1, 0. So BCD is very inefficient because I'm basically wasting some of my data. Because, if I have 999, what that gets broken down into is 1001, 1001, 1001, 1001. And so we write that as binary number. You're not using the upper possibilities for each of those 4 bits. Those 4 bits represent 16 possible values. We're only using them for 10 possible values, which is binary coded decimal. The only reason we use this is faster to convert, basically. Some circuits you'll see using it, for example, because they want the input to represent a binary number, and they want each of the 4 bits to map directly to a digit. So we'll probably use this in the labs, for example, driving displays sometimes, because they'll have 4 input lines, and whatever input you put there, just get mapped one digit of the display. But in terms of number systems you're likely to see, basically hex, binary, decimal are the most useful to know. You can be fairly confident converting. So let's go through in more detail and do more examples. Basically, chapter 7, do you want to go through the course notes also, as I mentioned before, go through quite a bit of this. So that's most of the material I wanted to cover today. I'll just quickly, as promised, go over a bit of a review. So what we covered was analog versus digital systems. Only have volts between 0 and 1, or on and off. Or binary systems, which are a subset of digital. Gates just take some number of inputs to turn it into some number of outputs. Usually, we'll talk about 2 inputs and a single output. The gates themselves are defined by the truth table, which shows you for every possible input, what is the output. So the OR gate, the output 1, when either input's 1. There's the AND gate, which the output is 1 only when both inputs are 1. The NOT gate, which converts the input. The NAND gate, which is simply a AND gate with a NOT gate on the output. The NOR gate, the OR gate with a NOT gate on the output. You can use the NAND gates or NOR gates to create any of the other gates. So if you're only given NAND gates or only given NOR gates, you can make any of the other gates. It might take quite a few, but you can do it. And the reason we do that is because it takes stuff like programmable logic possible, so that means you can just use one gate and slowly by various interconnects generate everything else you want to do. The final gate, here are 2 gates. We talk about the basic gate that the exclusive OR for different gates. So it's 1 only input's different, and the exclusive NOR gate that the output is 1, the both inputs are the same. This is all the possible gate rates. And again, references. So when you realize the gate, the only thing we're going to be really discussing in this class is using flow transistors, and you can just think of it as a switch. And those 2 types will either be like this, or with the circle on it, and again, the circle means inverted. So when you are analyzing a circuit, you can just say, for example, this is 1. Because there's no circle, it means the gate is, the switch is closed. Because there's a circle, 1 here, it's open. So you have a here. And using such switches, you can build up all the basic gates for, for example, NAND gates, NOR gates. And so they all have to be built with those electronic switches. There's other logic families we use. CMOS is what voltage. When you're using TTL, you may use a few gates from. For everything we do, just don't care, to be honest. It's all the same for our purposes here. Where it starts to matter is when you get into differences, you require for really more specific applications. So if you are looking for higher speed, your range of battery, this is human, is power. Obviously, so cell phones are like this. This is really driving a lot of new technology to get the power as low as possible because you don't want your phone to last 5 minutes and die. Like this board here, for example, it takes about 2.5 amps of power to run. And the equivalent to a processor might be your remote control. Your remote control probably smarter than that, but the remote control battery is lasting half a year. For number systems, so the ones we will deal with are binary, decimal, hex. To convert them, you effectively just think about the value of each place within the number system. So in general, it is base n, a specific place. You can just say, so the n to the power 0, n to the 1, n to the 2, n to the 3, etc. So for binary, it's base 2. So this has a value of 1. This is like 2, 4, 8, 16, etc. For hexadecimal, it would be 16 to the power 0, 16 to the power 1, 16 to the power 2. So when we want to convert from binary to decimal, you can simply add up the multiplication of the value of this one times what that location is worth. So 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, etc. And when you add those all up, it'll give you the decimal. To convert the other way around, my suggested procedure, I just went through it a few times just to familiarize yourself with it, is simply to start with the number, figure out how many locations you need, and work backwards, tracking off the value of the location every time you put 1 there, and you eventually end up with the binary. We'll make a notation of the second number with either normally 10 or D for decimal, or 2 and D for binary. And that way, there's no ambiguity. If you see a number like 10, line is on this axis we're saying, and the value of the binary digit is on the y-axis. So the difference being that there's only two possibilities here, 1 and 0. The in-between stuff is basically doesn't exist. We're just considering the case where it's 0 or it's 1, and in general we'll talk about at specific time points here. So we don't need to, but we'll discuss it for the beginning part of the course as if it's just at this time unit here, and then the next time unit, and the next time unit. We don't consider these in-between times. Gates will operate on binary digits. So gates have a number of inputs and a number of outputs. In most of the examples here, we'll talk about 2 inputs and a single output. So these are the basic gates that we'll consider. You can have a number of inputs and a number of outputs in a Boolean function. In particular, you'll often have multiple input gates, like 3 or 4. We'll usually come across in this class. What a gate does is defined by the truth table. So this example is an OR gate. And an OR gate, the output is 1 if each input is 1 or lower than 1. So it's an OR statement of it's 1 or the other is 1, the output is 1. We'll go to 0, the output is 0. If you want to think about how it's built, you can consider it as 2 switches in parallel. So if either switch is on, the output is on.